he's presenting himself. But he's been a person in the offseason who's taken real accountability on what he needs to get better at. We've had a lot of talks about being very specific at what he needed to work on. And he took that very personal. He took that as a challenge, and he put the work in the offseason. So what you're seeing is the opportunity presenting himself. But he's not skipping a beat with his preparation, and obviously that allows him to be successful on Saturdays.
There have been high expectations for Badger, so it's not really a surprise to see him go out there and make some more plays. But what did you think about how he did and where he's at?
I thought that was a good performance for Badger, and I just constantly talk to him about being great, not good. Obviously, his type of ability, you really got to try to find a way to push that. You can't let him get complacent. With that said, obviously, want to, congratulate him on the opportunity, to score his first collegiate touchdown in the passing game. And, not only that, but taking it on a challenge in a game so big on the road and not letting it be too big for him. So it's good to see that. There's a lot of things we got to get better at still there, and that's my job to make sure that, I'm pointing out those things and really pushing him to be great.
It seemed like he was pretty open on a lot of those catches. What were you seeing from him, like from a route running standpoint, just him creating separation?
Yeah, he has all that. Those are God-given talents that he has, and he has. I think the biggest thing is the will to win. He's very competitive, highly competitive. He wants to win every rep, and that's why you can see that really come alive in big games like that. Again, it's what we've seen from him in the past, so we just got to find a way to keep it consistent. But I expect him to compete with any defensive back in the country. That's how good he can be. And it's just a matter of now playing smart football and understanding, how he fits within the scheme and the offense, and just taking it to the next level.
The overall execution, how would you grade that for that game?
Just from receiver standpoint? Or,
yeah, receivers.
I thought we were good, a little bit above good, better than average. I think there's some things that we left out there. From my standpoint, I thought we do a really good job with effort, something that I'm just very proud of. I thought we do a good job blocking on the perimeter. We can still be better with playing smarter. I think a couple of times we're out of position on some blocks, and there's some looks in the back end that might confuse us a little bit, but it's as expected for a young group, So the more they get to play football and actually watch football, the better they'll be. So I expect us to continue to, grow in that area, and just, hopefully it just transpires into success.
Emory has shown that he's willing to hang in there, and so you guys have to kind of finish their routes and maybe even post-route stuff.
Yeah, we got to attack the ball. That's the thing about it. When we get opportunities in the back end, regardless of what ball we get, we have to attack the football. That's part of our job. And so that challenge is there. We saw that in week 1 against NAU, a couple of those post plays. Saw it last week as well. And so we do a great job of letting them see what the quarterback's seeing, and so they can have an understanding that, hey, it's not an easy job back there, right? So we got to be where we need to be. We got to get there fast, and we got to be accurate with our route depths and things like that. But we're excited about the way Emory's playing, and any opportunities we get on the back, we got to attack the football.
How do you coach Badger to make sure he's taking that next step and not getting that complacency that you mentioned?
You got to push him. You got to push guys like that. You can't let them feel that. And it's not about. You obviously want to let him know he's doing good. It's not beating him down, but at the same time, you got to point out the things that he could be better at, and that's something that we constantly do. With that said, definitely a pat on the back. That's a good game. You don't not say it's not, but again, we're shooting to be great, not good. Especially with his type of ability, we should be trying to, win those Pac-12 honors type deal. Not be okay with just being good.
It seems like your receivers are kind of starting to take the next step. You can kind of see this group rounding in form a little bit.
Yeah, it's good. I think they're kind of finding their role, and I think that the guys that are also getting a little bit of spot time are starting to realize, hey, I'm going to play. It's not this where one guy's taking every single rep, but guys are going to roll through. They're going to rotate through. and there's going to be opportunities all over the field. And you never know when that opportunity is coming, but I think they do a good job of vibing off each other. I think the group as a whole is very cohesive. They communicate well with each other, so I'm proud of the way they're growing individually and collectively as a team.
Have you seen Gio go from preferred walk-on now to a more expanded role this year and have that big catch on Saturday?
It's in him. You can see it the moment he walked on the field. I'm not shocked about that at all. It's just a matter of also getting him mentally prepared to play at this level. I think that pretty much for the most guys, the 10 that are rotating in all have that skill and talent. It's just a matter of them playing with the confidence and understanding that they can compete at this level, and then not just one game. It's got to be a consistent effort throughout. So that's what we're constantly working on.